G'day guys, Cass here, and today we're going to be playing STEELPIPE Inc. It's a free itch.io horror game, so let's get right into it with the about. You're an employee of STEELPIPE Inc. You've been asked to arrive early to manage the upgrade of your company's servers. Simple enough, right? Live the life of your average underpaid office employee in this low-poly retro-styled horror game. Warning, this game can be difficult. And, you know, as the expert pro gamer that I am, this won't be difficult at all. Watch. Title screen. I like it so far. The music, even though it's a loop, pretty catchy. The developer did say he did it all himself, so that's nice. It's good to see that there's still some passion projects going around. Let's go. Hello, cherished employee. Thank you for volunteering for this involuntary overtime. We appreciate you arriving early to manage the company's servers. As you know, we're going through a database upgrade and we need you to monitor the servers as they go through the upgrade process. The servers are in the back. If there are any problems, the lights on the server will turn red and beep. Each server is provided with a monitor and keyboard to ease the repair. All servers require to be in a functional state to continue with the upgrade. We've been having issues recently, so if the power happens to go out, the breaker is in the lobby. The signs are running on our backup generator. It's a Five Nights at Freddy's game. To help you navigate through the dark should this happen. Your computer has the necessary tools to help you monitor the servers during the upgrade and can track any issues that may come up, so keep an eye on it. That should cover just about everything. Please complete the upgrade before work hours 6 AM. Once you're done, please use the employee parking doors, and the lobby doors must stay locked until I arrive. Who's I? Once again, thank you, boss. There we go. Start the upgrade. It's a Five Nights at Freddy's game. And oddly, no sound during the game. For some reason the title screen is just extremely loud compared to the rest of the game. Why not? Well, really was not expecting or hoping for a Five Nights at Freddy's style game. I hate Survive the Night games. I just feel gated. I'm an animal, I want to speedrun, I want to have fun. I want to do what I want when I want. Got somebody playing on events. Oh, that's just the server room. Lovely. Can I turn while holding the button? Yep, let's slow down progress. No. I can move too. Well, I'm not sure about places to hide so far. %20 done. Okay. So does that mean every server needs to be upgraded and is going to stop me each time one of them stops, or...? Great. That would give me a torch. Oh, that was all power. So where did you say the breaker was? Oh, that's a PNG and a half. I can't see anything. It's pitch black. Thank God there's lights above the doors. Did you say it was in the lobby? I don't know why there'd be a breaker in the lobby. Breaker room. Okay, why not? Oop. Nice try, idiot. But I kind of remember where the breaker was, sort of. It's going to stop it every time. Probably shouldn't be sprinting everywhere. Somehow I get the feeling that could be useful. Oh. Well, that's our enemy. So he stopped. What? Hide where? I can't. Oh, I can crouch. I lied. You all got japed. Well, this is my hiding spot. Or not. I tried to hide under the desk. There was an attempt. Yeah, I don't care. So does that mean I'm going to have to AFK for the... Oh no. See, this is the problem with Survive the Night games. You die once, all your progress is reset, and you have to go through the exact same thing you did. And especially in a game like this where it's all... Well, it seems to be mostly cinematic setup for the first little bit. You're just kind of stuck waiting for stuff to happen. Maybe if I stare at the loading bar it'll go faster. Well, this is riveting. Well, I suppose while we wait for the servers to catch up to where they were before and for stuff to actually start happening, I can preempt internet arguments. So, the problem that I have with Survive the Night games and why I believe that they are a horrific genre is because while horror games are meant to be slow and deliberate, well, a lot of the time they're meant to be slow and deliberate, they're meant to build up a lot of anxiety and all that fun, good stuff, and then you get, hopefully not jump scare, hopefully that proper scares. They build upon your fears and all that comic book shenanigans, and then they capitalize on them. But with Survive the Night games, you kind of already know what's coming. Because for the first night of all Survive the Night games, or for the first half, it's all just set up. It's all just you waiting. And not set up as in generating fear, but the fear occurs once. If you're stuck in the same environment over and over again, and you know what's going to happen, then there's not much to be afraid of. Why couldn't he find me then? Is he wearing a tracksuit? Remember, no Russian. I don't even know what that's a reference to. People just say it. I know what it's a reference to. Tracksuits. Is he going back into the server? He hides in the server room. I can't see that dick. He's a bastard. Okay. Oh. Yes, this is the best spot to hide. He's wearing a paper bag over his head. Well. So yeah, back to what I was saying before I was rudely interrupted by the Russian fellow. So... Really? And now I can't see him. Does he have red glowing eyes? Does he have a weakness I can capitalize on? Do I just hope to God that I've picked the right side of the lobby doors that he hasn't just walked through, otherwise I'm going to get destroyed? Oh no. How did he not see me? I should have, that was my biggest jump scare. Oh my god, he was right there! But as I was saying before, I was really interrupted by... Oh, because it was dark! Wow. Didn't even bring a flashlight. What an idiot. Who wouldn't bring a flashlight? Looking at me. But... So, Survive the Night games, after you die maybe once, every single death feels cheap after that. And no matter... Yeah, you see the joke, because I'm talking while the server's on, so it slows out. And no matter how many times you get through it, there's just like this invisible wall of difficulty that you have to bang your head against over and over. And like, if I die here, for example, then I'm going to have to wait about a minute and a half, which doesn't seem like much, but you wait... If I die 10 times, and I mean, this game seems long, so dying 10 times seems like an eventuality. But if I die 10 times or something, then that's... Oh no, I just set myself up to do math. That's 15 minutes. Yeah, I'm good at math. Then that's 15 minutes of waiting. And that's ages. That's as long as this game seems like it's going to be. So, you die 10 times, then you've spent as long waiting for the game to start as you have actually playing the game. Oh, trying to beat it. You gotta let me... Which way did he go, Dark? Which way did he go? Well, this is the noise that makes when he spotted me. Why did it make that noise? There's just the brake just randomly flip. Okay, so the sound cues aren't to be trusted. Glad we know that now. Why doesn't he just camp in the breaker room? I'm assuming this guy isn't exactly playing for fairness. It's like the most awkward space to be chasing a guy around and like, where could he possibly be? There's the breaker room. There's the server room. And there's desks. Just chasing each other's ass. Oh, so that's how this game works. You sneak out that way, I've got work to do, buddy. It's, more enjoyable for me personally if I don't have to wait for the game to get itself in gear. Because as you can guess, I'm a bit of a cynic. And horror games are just something that... Oh, so he doesn't actually have to be in the break room to flip the breaker. We just spotted him doing that. That's just amazing. I'm so thankful for that experience. Wait. Is he bugged in the dark? I ran up to him. And it just... See, there's so many quality opportunities for me to start screaming because I almost ran into him. Maybe I am just clinically dead inside. Is that a problem? Is that edgy teenage enough for you? Like, I'm more than halfway through my time, and I'm not even 50% up. So I'm going to have to at least do one more rerun of this game, I imagine, to optimize abusing his AI. And like, this, as mean as this sounds, it's not me attempting to shit talk the game. The game's good. Well, the game's fun. Really? You know, maybe I'm just the cynical dickhead. Maybe everybody really, he grows impatient. Well, la-dee-da, I've been growing impatient for the last 20 years of my life. You don't hear me complain. Well, you do. Constantly, in fact. That's probably why most of you are here. Ignore me. Oh look, we don't have a server error. So does that mean he's not going to rouse on me as hard? Well, you know, do the spooky doo-doo, doo-doo, and then scream and run at me. Because if he doesn't want to do that for as long, I can take that. Yeah, I get it. He grows impatient. We can read. Well, I can kinda. Hey, gamer. You can't crouch as fast. That took ages. You can't crouch fast enough to... So it just completely removed the dun-dun stuff. So as I was going to say, because now we're doing this, as I was going to say about the Survive the Night game, is when they ramp the difficulty up in the last 10 seconds of the game, you get screwed over. Because you of course are going to die because you don't know what the new mechanics are. So that's just an immediate restart. And an immediate 10 or so minutes it takes to get there. I guess I just sit under here until I hear the server beep. What games are on my phone? You know, 10 minutes doesn't sound like a long time until you do the same thing over and over again for 10 minutes. And that's called a job. It's not fun. Back to camping under my bench, I guess, with the extremely bright white glare on my head. I made a mistake. Or not. No, don't know which way he went. Let's make a guesstimate. Really enjoying it, by the way. Maybe I should start asking if he can make an exception and bash my head in with the pipe. Are we really going to upload a 20-minute video of me complaining? Well, now that we know how hard the game can get, the entire he's impatient and runs at you thing, the rest of it's a cakewalk. Because we're just building up. Okay, so sometimes he double checks. Other times he doesn't care. He's a very consistent killer. Maybe that's why he wears the paper bag. He's embarrassed. Well, we're doing great percentage-wise. As I said, optimizing that route, getting them gains. Server room broke even though we went the complete opposite direction. You know, this really just goes to show you can test my ignorance against everything, including getting my head bashed in with a pipe. It'll still kind of work. Not the pipe. My head. So you know that part of the YouTube video where somebody's... Well, let's not say somebody. Let's say you watch other YouTubers. Because you should. But let's say for a minute you watch other YouTubers. You know that annoying part in the game where they die, and then your first thought that comes into your head is, Thank God I don't have to sit through watching this guy play through that entire section all over again, and he's just going to time warp us to the next part. He's going to cut. We're going to be free. That's what this feels like. It feels like, oh, thank God I don't have to play through that. Wait. Yeah, I do. See, even the blackouts are even hurting him. He's just trying to stand in the middle of the hallway looking threatening, but he can't even do that because I can't see him anymore. Let me get that breaker for you, sir. And or madam. I don't know. There's a lot of people in my life who would like to stalk around an office with a pipe, I guess. Other end of the room. Security table. Wait a minute. He's not even got a steel pipe. That looks like a baseball bat. You know, I was promised one thing, and he didn't even deliver on that. I don't suppose he's planning to die of old age anytime soon. That was another funny one. You know, it was around the time that I discovered that he can't actually see you in the dark, that the circuit breaker being turned off became the least annoying thing. The server room, however, that thing's horrific. Of course he's there. Where else would he be? Gee, I wonder if he sees me under the table. The y-axis doesn't exist. Okay, this is the litmus test. Or not, because he just goes and then turns around. Did he just say psst? Did he just say psst? He's taking it out, isn't he? Just doesn't care. He thinks I'm here for the hell of it. I've got nothing else to say. You can only repeat yourself so many times before you sound like you're going crazy. We're just going to sit under this table until that server room bungs up again. Keep walking. And then we're going to run to the server room. Or get our head bashed in. Whatever comes first. Server room. Of course, now he's gone to the server room. Maybe he's the IT guy and I'm the monster. He actually just runs and then turns around. Doesn't even go the whole way in. Took a little bit longer to leave that time. Oh. Of course. You know, I think I've worked out the narrative for this game. He's got extremely long arms. Doesn't adhere to our reality. And does not care for frivolous ideas such as walls being solid. Can I sprint, please? Why does sprint keep cutting out when I've got full stamina? I really could use a sprint over there. Press the button. Now seems like a pertinent time to mention the fact that just because the game is easy doesn't mean it's bad. So making the game artificially difficult by making it take forever to retry, take forever to fix the server, doesn't fill me with joy. Okay, I guess this entire cabinet is safe. I bet you guys thought he had me there. Well, let's hope he still adheres to his own rules, which would be darkness sucks. Which is why we're going to turn it off. Because we wouldn't want to be unfair to him. Just server's cut out again. And this time, if he's in the server room, I've got no chance of winning. Because he'll turn around and spank me immediately. You know, I'm thinking of tactically camping out the parking garage because I really do not want to have to play this game again. So I'm thinking if I'm in the parking garage, he can't kill me, because the game will end. Can I see the computer from here? No. Well, kind of. Looks like a little bit to go though. What time is it? 5. We're screwed. Great. So the game's also RNG dependent by the look of it, because the server bunged up a lot more times than I thought it would. And it's continuing to bring up. So a heavily RNG dependent game with a one-hit kill monster that forces me to just do it. Look. I'm gonna be honest. I cannot torture myself with this any further. The art, the sound, all that stuff is good. All the technical stuff is good. But at a gameplay point, this is just... Like, I can understand that you like a sense of difficulty in your game, but it's just farming deaths back to back. And half the time, I don't feel like the monster kills me, I feel like my lack of patience for the game kills me. Like, I'm sorry. Fun for me, and fun for, I guess, a lot of people, isn't sitting under a bench, waiting for an arbitrary timer to go off so you can go to another room, wait for an arbitrary timer to go off in that room because it takes so long to repair the servers, so you can run back to the other room and wait for the arbitrary timer to go off again. Same thing for the circuit breaker. Mix that in with the fact that the timers are RNG dependent and that the monster is basically a non-threat until the game randomly decides that, oh yeah, by the way, he's now impossible to run away from unless you get a good spawn on him and he wanders to the wrong end of the map. Which is fine. I can appreciate a bit of difficulty. But I think this is about my 9th or 10th attempt. And yeah, it's not getting any better. I'm getting a little bit closer every time, but do I want to grind up the last few, like 10%? No. Because the ending's, of course, not going to be worth it. And I'm not going to feel better because I beat a game that basically had an artificial difficulty. So yeah, that's the end of this one. Extremely good technically. Ran like a charm. Sound, visual design, all that stuff's good. Heavily reminiscent of PS1, PS2 style games, like from Puppet Combo. Just, there wasn't any charm to it, and it feels like there's a guy just lashing me in the back each time I attempt to get any progress in the game. Recommendations on how to fix it, because I guess these matter. Heavily reduce the time it takes to repair a server. And or just reduce the overall percentage required for the game to finish. Maybe allow the beginning to be skippable / only occurs once / something. Because when I start the game, I want to straight back into that attempt, get the ball rolling. But you start the game, you have to wait a minute and a half for the game to actually begin. And then it's just a waiting game until the last minute, where it becomes, I really hope I get good RNG. And you can't really tell if you've got bad RNG until you fail. Because the server breaking and the power being cut, to me it seemed random. They might be on a timer, but if so, that timer gets really heavily overlapped when they both turn off. So one happens, you go to fix it, the other happens, so it's no point. Monster's not really a problem, nor is it really design intrusive, so that's nice. It's nice to play a game where the monster looks like it actually belongs in the game it's based in. Overall, I'd have to say not my cup of tea, but at the same time, it looks like there was effort put into it, so I'm not going to shit on it. Well, that's that, guys. I hope you all have a good one. Stay safe.